Queensland line?
Yep.
So how do you change the record?
You take the opportunities, and we didn't. So that's how you do it. And the Crusaders were the Crusaders. They took those different ones as well. But yeah, that's what it is.
Tearing your hair out in the Brad the first 10 minutes, we had so many chances to get a good start and things, like you say, last week before, finding new ways to undo it.
You nailed it. We didn't. Yeah. So what you said's right. We often will find ways of not capitalising on opportunities, and same old story. So much heart in that, and a lot of effort. And guys had some big games, but that's what the jersey's about. You know what I mean? So. Yeah, just frustrating.
Are you questioning yourself that you can't, the changes aren't happening? Like, you know what they are, but you can't, there's no progress there?
You probably question yourself, most of your life around things. I'm just a human being, but you do the reviews, you prepare, and tonight we're in the fight right to the end, even for a bonus point. We just had some errors that were there. Me and the coaching staff, we're working hard to help the guys prepare. But ultimately, I'm the head coach. It's on me.
Brad and the coaching staff aren't the ones out there making the continuous errors and the repetitive errors. I think that's on us, and we're very confident with the game plan that we go in with each week. We're just not executing. So I think that's on us as the players, and I think the coaches are doing their job during the week, and that's the frustrating part. We feel like we're letting them down a bit.
How did it feel like that tonight? Because there was good stuff there that was getting into that position before the error came. Like, how was the vibe?
The vibe was that we created some opportunities. I thought defensively our integrity was a lot better, apart from probably one or two key moments around the ruck where Richie and their halfback sort of created magic, which is again what we're doing. We're good for a long period or sustained periods. I thought our defence on the line was quite good. We held them out for a long time. Those scrums on there, Francis coming on, things like that. Same in attack. I thought we found ways to really get down there, but we just couldn't put the icing on the cake. And I guess that's our challenge as a group to grow.
Well, what did you put those? I mean, getting beaten on the inside close to the right is a bad look. What did you put that down to? Was it just blokes not filling in gaps, or?
Wayne, I haven't been able to look at it that closely, obviously, but I guess the key with that ruck defence is getting our people in the tackle and then getting the plug from the short side. It looked like we didn't quite have our 1-2-3 set, and so we come off sideways. Richie's a great player. He IDs that. He steps one of our tight forwards and creates a gap there. So for us, I guess it's getting that line set earlier there, which for the most part of the night we did, I thought. It felt a lot better defensively than last week in that we had guys going forward ready to put shots on, put their body on the line. But it's those key moments against Crusaders, which are a great team, that ultimately cost us on the scoreline. So it felt a lot tighter than it probably was at points in that. But the scoreboard's the main thing you've got to affect, and we couldn't do that on attack and let them in a couple too many times on D.
Can I ask what the problem was with James O'Connor? I mean, he passed up on that first shot of goal. Was he?
Isaac. We wanted Isaac to kick tonight, so so that's Isaac got the opportunity, and
so you wanted he was the first choice kicker.
Yeah, he was. So that the kicking hasn't been where we want it to be, and it struggled again tonight. So you got to take those as well.
is young Tom Liner back next week?
Yeah, well, he was recovering from some concussion, so Tom would have been involved tonight, but yeah, we've got to put his health as number one. So yeah, I'm sure, all going well, he'll be in that space next week to at least look at.
Were like a few great performances by Harry Wilson everywhere early. How do you rate his performance tonight and where it's been at for the year?
Well, there's an effort across the board. It's the most minutes Penny's played. You had Zane Nongor against, a World Cup winning All Black, loosehead prop, and hooker. 145 kilo tight head. So you got all these games inside the games. Francis comes on, club rugby, 113 kilo, steadies up the scrum with Richie Asiata. There's these really cool moments. Geordie had, had a big game.
That's the best you've seen him play. His body language is excellent. Not even like he's really confident.
He's been, and he had a really good pre-season, and I think he was a bit crook last week. He was, but I think he's been in really good form, and he's a very good footballer. He was big tonight. I thought all over the park, massive kick on him. This guy has been soldiering away as well. So no lack of effort, but yeah, you got to get clinical, have that ruthlessness about executing. We get those chances, and that's big time footy. If you want to mix it with the good teams. So yeah.
And next week the Brumbies. How do you feel you haven't beaten them since you beat them in the grand final? Is that right?
Since grand final.
Television.
We played them last year. I think we beat them. But we're looking forward to it. But at the moment, feeling a little bit gutted around this game. 20 minutes after it. So the Brumbies will wait. They got their own game, and we'll see them in a week's time. And we'll be, we'll prepare as best we can, as we do each week, and we'll be looking to get a job done.
Is James O'Connor, was he carrying an injury when he came off, or did you just replace him?
That was a replacement.
You haven't beaten the New Zealand side since the Chiefs in Townsville. Is there a blockage or a mental block somewhere?
Personally, I don't think so. I think we're in the fight, but to me it was, around executing and doing, getting the job done. To me, it's not. Tonight wasn't like, we're playing the Crusaders. There was just errors that cost us, and the guys were, pretty determined, at the break around what they wanted to do. But they're good sides, and they put pressure on. And I think that's the thing with the New Zealand sides. They've been pretty strong with Australian sides, in recent years, and they're good at applying pressure and performing under pressure. And we've, like I said, we mixed it tonight, and they were too good.
Funny, you're in a period now where you've got 4 home games in about 5 weeks. How significant is this to sort of turn the season around?
Yeah, it's a big period of time, important period of time, isn't it? So it'll set you up or not set you up for the back end of the season. It's a sprint. What is it, 14 games? It's a sprint. It goes quick. So, this period of time is important. Each game's important, and it's been interesting, the competition, because you're seeing different teams beat different teams, and it's good for the competition.
Liam, mean, did you see enough tonight, in improvements and positive signs to think you can make a bit of this home run coming up?
Yeah, absolutely. I think defensively we're much more intact, and I think we showed that fight that we've sort of been trademarked for the last few years. I guess the thing for us is not to just be inconsistent with that. I guess that's been our poison the last little bit is sort of getting up for some games and not for the others, and obviously Brumbies next week poses a real challenge and one that we want to present for. But defensively, I thought there was a big improvement from last week. Attacking wise, we're creating those opportunities, so we're getting down to that A zone probably a lot more than previous years, but it's on us to convert there and make the most of those entries. I think the things are coming. I felt like there was a lot less stupid penalties tonight. Probably still too many for our liking, but if we can play hard, cut those out, then I think we've got the blueprints there to, if we convert a few more, to really tussle with it.
Angus Blythe seemed to relish winning a few lineouts and getting it. Did you feel he came back pretty strongly this time?
Yeah, he adds a wealth of experience there. Just bringing on nearly a 50 cap lock towards the end of the game with that height can shore up your line out. He's a physical beast. That's what his big part of his game is fronting up defensively, making people sore at rucks and things like that. So it's great to have him back. He'll only get better with more of a spring in his step and more game time. But it felt good having them back out there tonight. Cheers, guys.
Thank you.